Whew, you know, they say more money, more problems. Sometimes it's less money, more problems. So in today's episode, the $300 budget car is going to be getting, I wouldn't call them upgrades. They're upgrades because they're new parts. They're OEM new. That's the only part that's upgraded, is they're brand new. I've got some worn out tie rod ends on this thing, and it's bad. Like, I've had it jacked up before when I was doing some other work, and I was able to just grab my wheels and just move them back and forth. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. What am I getting myself into? So today I've got some more work to do on the $300 budget car. And I have a feeling I'm going to have enough work to last me a lifetime. So just like most high mileage cars, these tie rod ends are worn out. At least the inner ones are. You can take it and you can go like that. Now the parts for this are really cheap. It's just, these ones look like they're going to be a pain to get to. Oh well, I've got to do it. So I have to get out this tool so that way I can get to a bolt that's on a metal cover that covers up the dust cover for the inner tie rod. Probably the only way for me to get in there to it is with this. So it might be kind of hard to see, but you can look in here and see the ball. The ball inside the inner tie rod. I'm going to move it. Yeah, definitely worn out. I usually always get it by the third hit. Oh, got it. Now, I didn't really think this through, because I'm still going to have to take this apart to get my boot. I need my boot. But yeah, see how loose that is? Definitely not a good one. But what you normally do is you would mark this. We'll mark it, then count the threads, so that when we put it back, we can get it really, really close. And yeah, trusty old Rock Auto coming through. Always like the cool magnets you get with Rock Auto. I probably should have ordered some new boots.
Daddy.
Hi, sweetie. Yeah, you can help now a little bit. Daddy finally got one off. It's pretty tough. It was pretty tough.
Okay, I'm tough.
You are tough, huh?
You need a little
Hold
more.
that light. Yeah, hold that light for Daddy if you want to.
I'm gonna turn it off. It's almost dark out here.
Yeah, it's getting dark. Daddy's gonna at least try to get one done. Okay,
We
so
should
this.
have a hanger.
Oh yeah.
Why'd have this white have a hanger?
This has a magnet and a hanger. It'll stick to the car. Try it. Put that magnet right here. Not there on the metal part. Right there. Yeah. See, it sticks.
This not the metal part?
No, this is plastic. Yeah, it don't stick to plastic very good. Oddly enough, it doesn't.
It's gonna start.
Is it sharp? You gonna try and poke my tire?
Yeah.
You gonna give Daddy a flat tire?
Yeah, because it's old.
Well, I need my tires. I gotta have tires. If my tires go flat, I can't drive my car, and that means I can't pick you up no more.
But you need the new tire wheels.
Well, Daddy can't afford a new tire right now. I had to buy these parts. Now, these parts weren't real expensive, but still, Daddy had to buy them. So now,
It's not poking.
no, it's not. Daddy's got to get some wrenches, and I got to take this apart because Daddy's got to get this boot off of here. So yeah, I got to get that boot off there. Whew. One side down, one more to go. So I have this side is way solid. It doesn't even move now. And that's what tie rod ends are supposed to do. One way to tell this, if you're suspicious of this, just jack one side of your car up and just grab your wheel. If you can wiggle it back and forth, you probably got bad tie rod ends. And always use a jack stand. That's how I got this scar. Not from not using a jack stand, but car ramps, but still. Always use safety devices. So now on can go the tire. And even though I tighten these with the impact, it's always a good idea. I always practice to check them with a bar or a torque wrench. Oh yeah, still a little loose. Sadly enough, I trust the old elbow torque more than I trust that impact wrench, but it does make things a lot quicker. Now on to the other side. So this side, I was gonna get knocked out really quick. I didn't have all the stuff I had in the way on the other side, plus I had a plan in place. Once I got the wheel off, get the jack stand under it, I was in business. Now this tie rod is just as loose as the other side, if not looser. Yeah, I honestly think this side is worse than the other side. Well, that's okay. We got what we need. Now, I was able to pull the boot off from the other side just by grabbing it and yanking it with my Kung Fu grip. But apparently the Kung Fu grip ain't working on this side. We're gonna get it because we're not gonna quit until we do.
The light is off.
Yeah, Daddy turned it off. I don't need it on right now. Leave it on. So if you've never done this before, these have a metal band around the inside of the dust cap, and it wraps around the, I guess, a lip of the rack and pinion. Sometimes they come off easy, sometimes they don't. Oh, I got it rotated. Now I can slide it off. Now I know a lot of you are going to say, why not just cut them and then replace them? Well, I very well could do that. But I don't have any right now. And I'd probably have to order some. This is an older car. It's probably not something they stock. I bought these parts off Rock Auto. And when I ordered them, I didn't even think about ordering the boots. So I just got the tie rod ends, but I got the dust cap, the dust covers off, and I'm going to reuse them. I'm going to save a little bit of money somewhere where I can. And once again, 3-tap. 3-tap removal tool. Works every time. And number 2 is out.
Oh, hammer.
Careful, don't drop it, please.
Hammer.
I'd hate for it to land on your toe and hurt.
Oh, it's heavy.
Is it heavy?
The hammer is.
Here, okay.
I'm gonna grab a hammer.
Yep, grab a hammer.
Whoa.
My daddy's gonna need that bar right there. I need this bar right here. Thank you. I have to check all these with this to make sure they're tight. Oh man, they're not tight. So I've got it back together, I've got it down, I've got it close. It's probably off just a little bit. It's towed in a little bit. I need to drive it a little bit first to see how much it's off. And then I've got a method to check the toe after I drive it and it settles. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, just take it to the alignment shop, but it's not really an option for me right now. So I have a technique that will help me get the toe set, just the toe, I won't say anything else, but I didn't touch anything else. So really all I should have to adjust is just the toe. Now I've driven the car and it is off a little bit, I can tell. But I've got a little technique I want to show you guys. And it's not something that you learn in schools. It's not something that technical institutes teach you. It's something that you learn from older people. That's passed down and passed down. Some of you may know it was taught to me years ago, and now I'm going to teach it to you. And what I have here is a piece of rope. Now I know what you're thinking. You're like, how in the world are you going to align a car with a piece of rope? Well, it's a tool to help me align it. Let me show you. So what I have in here is just a basic loop. I'm going to use a jack stand because I'm by myself. If you have more than one person, it's easier to do. But when you're by yourself, you got to be a little creative. So let me show you how this works. And how you do this, just like a laser on a typical alignment machine, the rope is basically going to be the line of sight, the laser. And you want to bring it in, and you barely just want to touch the tire. You can't pull too hard or you pull your jack stand over. And if you see, I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me see if I can get this up here to where you can see it. So what this is saying is the backside of the tire is out, so it's towed in. So I need to take the tie rod in and screw it in to bring this part out. And that will adjust my toe. And we'll do the same on the other side. I just got a little bit more adjusting to do. You can see where it touches the tire there. I still have just a little bit further to go. It's ever so close right there. I've got just a little bit more adjusting to do. It's very close. And when I'm doing this, is what I'm aiming for, is I'm actually trying to get the steering wheel as straight as possible. As straight as I could get it. Now this side's not off very much. Just a little bit. But not much. Take our rope, back tire to the front tire. This side is not off very much. I'm actually not going to touch this side. I say I'm going to road test it and see how it does. So first test drive after the repair, this thing drives exceptionally straight. It doesn't wobble. I can let my hand off the steering wheel and it doesn't grab left to the right. The steering wheel is off just a hair, not much. But I did this in my driveway and I got it driving straight. It's not 100% perfect, but it's close. This is a quick DIY thing for you to do on your vehicles until you can get it to the alignment shop, just so that way you can get it driving. So overall, I'm happy with it. Hands off the steering wheel, going straight. So we finally got the $300 budget car dialed in. Test drive's great, drives straight. I'm happy with it. So if you've already subscribed, thank you, I appreciate it. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give me a like, hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it. I'm Ben, aka Claude Van Damage. Let's break something.